When we think about the fall of Rome, we usually imagine barbarians, wars, power struggles, murdered emperors. Oh, but the real issue wasn't that dramatic. What brought Rome down from the inside was much quieter. Money. Yes, you heard that right. Rome didn't collapse just because of wars. It fell because its economy did. And in that history, there are many details that describe our world today. For a long time, Rome's economy depended on a silver coin called the denarius. This coin was so trustworthy that it was accepted across the entire empire. Soldiers were paid with it. Merchants only accepted it. The denarius was everything to Rome, a symbol of both power and trust. But as Rome grew, things started to change. Wars, roads, soldiers' salaries, and soon the expenses skyrocketed. When taxes weren't enough, emperors chose the easy way out. They reduced the silver content in the coins. In short, the same money, but melted inside, and the people saw it. After that, prices rose outrageously. Wages evaporated like water, and the economy collapsed. Soldiers demanded more pay. Merchants turned to bartering, and public trust faded. After a while, Rome could no longer trust even the money it minted itself. In the 3rd century, Rome hit rock bottom. Wars, plagues, civil wars, economic crises. Emperors changed every few months, and the system began to fall apart. Emperor Diocletian tried to solve it by setting price ceilings. He said, "Wheat will cost this much, and anyone who sells for more will be punished." But it didn't work, because the problem wasn't the prices. The money itself had lost its value. Eventually, Rome abandoned the denarius completely. It was replaced by the golden solidus. It provided some stability for a while, but the empire was already collapsing. This story of Rome actually tells a very simple truth. Once a currency loses its trust, no law can save it. The beautiful yet terrifying thing about history is this. It never repeats itself exactly, but it always returns in similar ways. Take Weimar Germany, for example. After World War I, the government couldn't pay its debts, so it printed money. For a short while it seemed to work. Then inflation exploded. By 1923, one loaf of bread cost 200 billion marks. People carried their salaries in wheelbarrows. Or Zimbabwe. In the 2000s, the same story happened again. The government printed money. Inflation once again skyrocketed, just like in the previous example. Eventually, 100 trillion Zimbabwe dollars became worth less than a single US dollar. And the ironic part is, we are still on the same path today. The only difference is we're no longer printing silver. We're printing digital money. But the logic is the same. If there's no real production, every new unit of money you print only increases distrust. Rome left us with a few clear lessons. First, inflation is not a coincidence. It's a silent tax, the most polite way for a government to steal value from its people. Second, real wealth isn't money. Money is just a tool. Value lies in your land, your labor, your skills, your production. And third, every system has an end. Romans didn't believe their currency could collapse. Neither did the Germans in 1913, nor the Zimbabweans. But they all lived through it, because collapse doesn't come all at once, first slowly, then suddenly. Today we no longer mint silver coins, but central banks do the same thing with digital ink. Every time a crisis hits, trillions are printed, debts grow, and everyone still believes the same fairy tale. This time it's different, but history says it's not. One day the entire system might collapse again, and when that day comes, it will be ordinary people who pay the price. People who trust their salaries, their pensions, their savings. Because money is a contract, it's built on trust. And when trust disappears, that contract ends. Rome learned that lesson the hard way. If we don't, history won't repeat itself, it will repeat us. If this helped you see history and money from a different perspective, subscribe. The answers are in the past. I'll show you where to look.